grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and a great-great-grandbaby on the way. Also survive along with several brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, other relatives, and friends. And all arrangements for Arlene Woods of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and their surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commissioners met Thursday morning for their regular meeting in the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said that brush should be cut on Dent County Road 6400, while work would continue on County Roads 5670 and 5680, which are in the Bunker area. The work will involve adding riprap to the bridges as part of the FEMA work. 2nd District Commissioner Jimmy Williams was absent due to a prior commitment. Road Superintendent Travis Turner reported that brush is being cut on Dent County Road 4340, and rock was being added to County Roads 3330 and 4230. Turner also reported that a culvert extension was being replaced on County Road 4280, and a 15-inch culvert was being replaced on County Road 4290. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said that on Wednesday he was in Jefferson City, where as president of the Solid Waste Advisory Board, he reported on the activities of that board. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley reported that she balanced with the collector and assessor on all monthly collections, abatements, and add-ons for January. The commissioners reviewed her reports. She noted that absentee voting for the April elections will begin February 25th. Curley went on to say that the only entities holding elections in April are the City of Salem, Dent County Fire Protection District, Iron County C4, Bunker R3, Rolla number 31, and Rolla Fire District. She clarified that citizens that do not live in those districts will not have anything to vote on. Curley said that anyone with election questions should call her office at 573-729-4144. The commissioners approved quitclaim deeds transferring ownership of railroad right-of-ways to landowners whose property the railways cross. Dent County Assessor Jamie Holmeyer and Dent County Collector Shannon Vankirk discussed the SB 190 application and clarified the ordinance. The commission clarified and agreed 2-0 that any homestead real property occupied by any eligible taxpayer as the primary residence in surrounding real property up to 5 acres. An eligible taxpayer shall not claim more than one primary residence. Applications will be available beginning April 1st with a deadline of June 30th. Dent County Health Center Administrator Zach Moser was in to discuss the illnesses in the community and the closure of Oak Hill R1 School due to the outbreak. Moser presented a resolution appointing the administrator of the Dent County Health Center as health officer pursuant to RSMO 205.100. The commission agreed 2-0, adopting the resolution. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda, including review of the minutes, the financial review and approval of bills, and the budget review, will be followed by the monthly reimbursement report. In old business, the board will hear a bond issue update followed by new business. New business will include hearing of persons relative to annexation to the fire district. Also, the ice maker renewal will be considered. Chief Floyd will then give his report to the board. The date will be set for the March meeting, and closed session may be held if necessary before the board adjourns. The meeting Tuesday evening of the Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be open to the public. Each February, the state of Missouri observes Earthquake Awareness Month to emphasize the chance of a major earthquake occurring in the New Madrid Seismic Zone, also referred to as the NMSZ, and the importance of being prepared. Located in southeast Missouri, the NMSZ generated some of the most powerful earthquakes to ever jolt the nation. A series of major quakes occurred in 1811 through 1812, destroying buildings, ringing church bells hundreds of miles away, and briefly causing the Mississippi River to run backward. The area is still active today with an average of more than 200 earthquakes each year, though most are too small to be felt. No one can predict exactly when an earthquake will occur, but scientists agree that large earthquakes in this zone still pose a risk. Experts estimate there are 25 to 40% chance of a large earthquake occurring in the next 50 years. State Emergency Management Agency Director Jim Remillard said Missouri faces a variety of severe weather threats and hazards each year, but a large earthquake could potentially be the worst natural disaster the state has ever experienced. There's no warning for earthquakes, which is why it's important to learn about the risk and how to protect yourself before one occurs. When shaking starts, the best way to stay safe and protect yourself from falling debris is the drop, cover, and hold on technique. Drop to your knees, cover your heads, get under a desk or table if possible, and hold on until the shaking stops. Experts say that in developed countries with modern structures, falling debris is the most common source of injury. Several resources for families, schools, and businesses are available on SEMA's Earthquake Preparedness website. A new online resource for the Missouri Department of Natural Resources offers information to landowners on best practices and methods for stream management developed in coordination with the Missouri Farm Bureau. A landowner's guide to stream management details strategies for preventing eroding banks, property loss, excessive gravel, and other challenges. Noel Cadwell of the department's Waters Resource Center said that this guide is designed to empower landowners and give them a greater sense of independence when addressing their systems. He went on to say that the guide includes necessary regulatory information and the most effective stream management strategies. It will assist landowners in overcoming some common challenges that come from living by a stream while maintaining the stream's ecosystem. Cadwell said the department developed the guide in response to concerns from farmers and landowners who face growing property loss stemming from past riparian corridor damages and the historical land use changes. More than a year in the making, the guide includes information provided by experts from the department and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, as well as from other agencies and organizations. According to Cadwell, this guide is designed to clarify the fundamentals of stream regulation for landowners and to explain what options may be available for different situations. Plus, he noted that our hope is by making this information more accessible and transparent, landowners will feel more comfortable considering projects benefiting their stream banks. This guide is also providing information for obtaining technical assistance and financial support for landowners who are considering taking on larger projects. A landowner's guide to stream management provides information on permitting needs and processes, but is not intended to be a resource for regulatory guidance. Landowners need to read the applicable permits and consider consulting the proper regulatory agency before beginning stream work. The new guide is available at dnr.mo.gov. Volunteers for AARP have been helping Denton County citizens with free tax filing assistance at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. You have time to make your appointment, but the earliest date for appointment is now actually today's date. You can start today making those appointments by calling the Salem Community Center at 729-8163 through April 4th. This local service is provided entirely by AARP-trained volunteers and will be the 21st year that Healthy Denton County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation Tax Aid volunteers are trained in filing certain tax forms and schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteer Protection Act requires that our volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge or your return is too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. Items you'll need to bring with you to have your tax returns prepared include proof of identification such as a picture ID, Social Security cards for you, your spouse, and dependents, or a Social Security number verification letter issued by the Social Security Administration. You should also bring birth dates for you, your spouse, and dependents on the tax return. Also needed are wage and earning statements, including Forms W-2, W-2G, 1099-R, 1099-MISC from all employers, year-end Social Security statements showing totals, SS received, and Medicare payments, and interest and dividend statements from banks. Those are Forms 1099. You should bring a copy of last year's federal and state returns if available, plus proof of bank accounting routing numbers and account numbers for direct deposit, such as a blank check or deposit slip. To file taxes electronically on a married filing joint tax return, both spouses must be present to sign the required forms. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located at 1200 West Rolla Road, and appointments can be made by calling 573-729-8163. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, call them at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go: shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms: irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What I like best about my CASA volunteer is that he listens to me and knows me.
My CASA volunteer helped me get visits with my Nana.
Other kids should definitely have a CASA volunteer so that their voices will also be heard.
Thousands of children in foster care do not have court-appointed special advocates. All it takes is a couple hours a week to make an impact. Learn how you can help at mocasa.org. We're serious about volunteering. Are you? Paid for by the Missouri CASA Association.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
Have you been to agriamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agri-America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck, to the barn, to the kitchen. Agri-America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agri-America.
This is Holly Robinson Pete for Eggland's Best. Eggs are a staple in our diet, and there's only one egg with more delicious, farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties, classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem basketball Tigers are hosting the Kabul Bulldogs tonight at the SHS Gymnasium. The JV game will start at 6 o'clock with the varsity game to follow. You can hear the varsity game live on KSMO 1340 AM and on 95.7 FM, or you can watch the game live by going to KSMOradio.com and clicking on the live stream button. The St. Louis Blues hosted the Florida Panthers last night, and it was Zach Bolduc scoring the first goal on the night after just 3 minutes, 31 seconds. The Panthers responded with a pair of goals to close out the first period. Oscar Sundqvist tied the game in the second. Late in the third, with less than 12 seconds left, Sam Reinhart scored with a snapshot and sent the Blues to the locker room with a 3-2 loss. Blues will be back on the ice tomorrow night to face the Chicago Blackhawks, and you can listen to the game live on KSMO Radio with the pregame starting at 5:30 and the puck drop at 6 o'clock. The 15th-ranked Mizzou Tigers will be hosting the 10th-ranked Texas A&M Aggies tomorrow night. Mizzou is 17-5 on the season and 6-3 in the conference and are undefeated when playing at home. The Aggies are also 17-3 on the season and 6-3 in the conference record. However, they are 3-3 when playing on an away game. Tune into this game live on KSMO Radio with the pregame at 2 o'clock and tip-off at 2:30. Well, it's no surprise to too many of us, but the Kansas City Chiefs will finish their season this Sunday in New Orleans as they face the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL Super Bowl number 59. This is Philadelphia's second visit to Super Bowl in 3 years, while the Chiefs are going for a first in the NFL history, a championship three-peat. Fox will be broadcasting the game, and while there are several options to watch, Tubi will be streaming the game for free on their platform. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
I'm Bill Pollock. Mike Clemens has been in New Orleans all week, leading up to the Chiefs' march towards history on the greatest sports stage, the Super Bowl. Mike takes us on a journey from the opening kickoff through this year's halftime show.
Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes says even though this will be his 5th Super Bowl in 6 years, he knows he'll still have some butterflies before the game.
You're going to have nerves before the game, just like any big game. I think if you don't have nerves, you don't love the game enough. I have a good plan for the week, and I think that's helped me on being more settled throughout the week.
Defensive back Jalen Watson on what a three-peat would mean to him.
I mean, it means everything. You told me like 4 or 5 years ago I'd be here. I think you're lying, but just to get back here again after all the hard work each and every year, and we get to make history, it's exciting.
That's Chiefs defensive back Jalen Watson. He's won 22 Grammy Awards, including Record of the Year last weekend. In 2018, he won the Pulitzer Prize for Music. Rapper Kendrick Lamar may not be a household name, but after Sunday night, the NFL is hoping he will be. Lamar, raised in Compton, California, was at the Super Bowl halftime show press conference.
You know, I've grew up with cats, still to this day can't have a conversation. The most meanest, aggressive individuals, but they can't even look you in the eye and express themselves the way they want to, so they resort to other things. I have the tools necessary to communicate myself properly and effectively. I got to do it for them.
Yo, give it up for this guy, Kendrick Lamar. Y'all too quiet, man.
From Super Bowl 59, Mike Clemens, Missouri Net.
Number 15, Mizzou men's basketball will be hosting number 10, Texas A&M tomorrow at 2:30. Dennis Gates on his message to the players coming off that 85-81 loss at number 4, Tennessee.
We're in February. The next month after that is the madness, right? But everything that you do in these next 4 weeks will have some type of ramification or even a justification of what's next.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Every year, millions of pets go missing, leaving families heartbroken. If you lose or find a pet, Petco Love Lost is here to help. Our free, easy-to-use platform uses photo matching technology across multiple media platforms to bring lost pets home. Just upload a photo and quickly search the largest national lost and found pet database. Let's unite to reunite, because every lost pet deserves to find their way home. Register today at PetcoLoveLost.org.
There's no better feeling than getting a notification from someone special. For me, it's McDonald's. I love being surprised with deals on my go-to faves, and right now, I'm feeling extra special. Only in the app, I can get 20% off any order when I spend more than $12. I can dig into their classics, like the juicy quarter pounder with cheese, sweet McCafe caramel frappe, or even crispy golden fries. Check out the McD app and turn your next meal into something special. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 6/30/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned, as I'll be back after the top of the 1 o'clock hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services needs your help building a safer environment for older adults and adults with disabilities. Some forms of abuse, such as financial exploitation, neglect, and bullying, are often overlooked. If you believe someone is experiencing abuse, call Missouri's Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 800-392-0210 or report online at health.mo.gov/abuse. Together we can stop adult abuse. It's a crime.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A Kansas City sports reporter on assignment in New Orleans this week has died. 27-year-old Adam Manzano worked for Telemundo Kansas City and served as play-by-play announcer for the KC Current soccer team. He also provided sideline coverage for the Chiefs for the Spanish-language network Tico Sports. It's unknown how he died, but the Kansas City Telemundo affiliate says they're cooperating with law enforcement. The Missouri Senate has passed a bill that supports the state's ambulance districts. The sponsor, Jefferson City Republican Mike Bernsketter, says it's designed to hold ambulance districts to a higher standard and will make sure that if something happens to a district, another one can step in and meet residents' needs.
So basically this legislation is just making sure that everybody in the state has adequate ambulance service when they have a health care crisis.
And the Department of Economic Development has awarded over $25 million in grants for 52 public safety and infrastructure projects in Missouri. This is Missouri Net.
It's the 50th anniversary of Missouri Net. Hall of Fame sports broadcaster John Rooney worked for the network in the early years.
Congratulations to Learfield, Missouri Net. 50 years. I don't know where the time went, but it's unbelievable where Missouri Net evolved into the Tiger Network and then on to Learfield Sports, and how big that has become over the years, out of the little area of Jefferson City, Missouri. To say I was a part of that, I'm quite proud.
The warmth of your furnace, the coziness of your gas log, warm cookies from the oven, and a hot shower after a long day. This winter, take time to appreciate the gas that powers your home. Something to keep in mind for safety purposes. Gas is flammable and can become dangerous if there's a leak.
Ew! I think Grandma's deviled eggs have gone bad.
If you smell rotten eggs, exit your home and call your gas company. Don't turn on any lights and don't use your phone inside. For more tips, visit mosafegas.com. That's mosafegas.com. A message from the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Your station for Salem High School sports, KSMO, Salem.
It's the 50th anniversary of Missouri Net. Hall of Fame sports broadcaster John Rooney worked for the network in the early years.
Congratulations to Learfield, Missouri Net. 50 years. I don't know where the time went, but it's unbelievable where Missouri Net evolved into the Tiger Network and then on to